Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we're going to get right into it. My name is Rebecca. We're going to look at Libra and your relationship outlook for the week. Before I do that, let me just remind all of you that this month, this is the Fairy Oracle deck. This is the Oracle deck that I'm giving away on my channel this month. Every month I do give away either a tarot deck or an Oracle deck to one subscriber. All you have to do is be subscribed and just leave me a comment somewhere letting me know that you're interested in the giveaway, and that's it. All right, at the end of the month, I will release a winner video like I do each and every month, announcing the winner, and then I just sit back and wait for you guys to contact me because there's no way for me to contact you. So that's it. Let's get into it, Libra. We're going to be talking about your relationship for the next week, May 10th to the 17th. And for those of you who are new to my channel, come check me out weekdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've started a series, Passion, Patience, or Pain, from the point of view of the cross watcher. So it's my zodiac lover and me. Tuesday, we always deal with air signs, hence the Libra video right now. Tomorrow, we'll be doing water signs. So it's my Cancer and me, my Scorpio and me, and my Pisces and me. Looking at your relationship with your water sign lover. Okay, that starts at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live streaming. And let's get on with it, my lovely Libras. We're going to go ahead and pull out your dominant spirit energy that is impacting or that is affecting your relationship this week. And we're going to pull out the passive spirit energy that is affecting your relationship this week. And then we're going to get into your animal spirits and your spread for you and the person that you are in your relationship with, wanting to look at your relationship outlook for. This reading isn't going to be for everyone, you know this, and it's not going to be for all relationships. All right, guys? All right. Let's pull out your passive and dominant spirit. All right? Passively, you're dealing with the scales. There you go, Libra, showing up in your own reading. And mirror spirit coming in. All right, so spirit of the scales, that's you, my lovelies. So that's coming in. That's the passive energy, right? So does that mean perhaps whoever you're dealing with, it's their energy that's going to be dominant in the relationship this week? Let's just take a look at these beautiful oracle cards. Shout out to Mystic Moon, who does this oracle deck. She is on YouTube and Etsy. She creates beautiful decks. So you can see there, spirit of the scales and mirror spirit. So spirit of the scales is all about, of course, justice, rebalancing, right? And then we have mirror spirits. So vanity. You're dealing with somebody who's got a lot of vanity, right? Reflection and deflection, right? So we're going to get into that a little bit more as we pull out more cards. Let's pull out your animal spirits next and see what they have to say about your week and your relationship. What kind of animal spirits you might be resonating with. We're going to pull two of those out for you. And your lover, your relationship connection. Show me what's up for Libra. Libra's relationship, Libra's counterpart, lover, connection. Whatever the connection is, whatever the link is, show me. All right, so Libra, we have for you the beaver, water energy, and we have the gazelle, fire energy. Beaver and the gazelle. Interesting animal spirits. So we have water and fire, right? The beaver and the gazelle. Well, the beaver is an interesting animal spirit because the beaver is really a very earthy animal spirit. But he is associated with water because, you know, beavers make their home in the water, don't they? So it's an interesting animal spirit. There are a few animal spirits in this deck that really bridge that line between one element and another. Although the beaver is clearly very earthy, their realm is in the water, really, right? They use all of their materials and earthy materials to make dams, which are built in rivers, right? That's where the beavers live. And so this is very much, not only is it symbolic, of course, the beaver is symbolic of the hard work that is put in, physical toiling and, physical work and labor that is put in to providing a safe and emotionally stable home life for yourself and your person. It's also very symbolic that the beaver will build its home in the river. The river of rushing waters. If we see that as, of course, we associate with water, cups associated with emotions in the heart. So the beaver really excels at creating stability in an environment of a lot of emotional tumultuousness, right? And a lot of ups and downs, a lot of drama. The beaver creates this safe zone, this den, or like we say, the dam, this safe zone for itself and its family by simply working very hard. Just simply working very hard. Now, the gazelle is a beautiful animal spirit associated with fire. The gazelle is also associated with maintaining sort of grace under pressure, right? I call these guys the potato chips of the Serengeti. I mean, gazelles are so beautiful, but you see them out there on the Serengeti in Africa running, and it's like, they're potato chips. They're just constantly picked off by prey, lions and all kinds of other predator animals. So, yet the gazelle is always maintaining its grace, its poise. Of course, we associate the gazelle with beauty and motion, right? We also associate the gazelle with alertness and watching and being careful, right? Watching your back. The gazelle is the animal spirit for watching your back. Why? Because they are the potato chips of the Serengeti. Because to live the life of a gazelle, you have to watch your back or else you're dinner. You know what I'm saying? So this animal spirit, it's interesting. The gazelle it's a beautiful animal spirit, and it really tickles me because this is an animal spirit who, this would represent somebody who is very fiery, gets around a lot, does a lot, maintains their poise and grace, but is always looking out to make sure what's going on. Make sure that nobody's going to catch them by surprise. Very, very alert, very aware. The gazelle is not the one who's going to, you know what I mean? Like in the scary movie, the one who's going to go down the dark corridor. No, the gazelle's not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? So, interesting energy coming in, my beautiful Libras. Let's go ahead and pull out your cards for your person and you. Show me what's going on with Libra and their relationship. Page of Cups flipped. Show me. Now, my regulars know I normally don't take, I'm not one of these people who shuffle really, harsh and violently and cards fall out. I'm a traditional reader, so I cut the deck. But lately, a lot of the cards have been flipping and popping and coming out. And whenever there's a trend like that with my readings, I go with it. So the Page of Cups has popped out, right? And we're going to see why this has come out in a little bit, right? Could be, certainly associated with love and affection, but we're going to see. Your person is resonating this week with Queen of Wands, and you're resonating with Two of Swords. They see you as a Five of Cups, and you see them as Two of Cups. Their desire is judgment, and you desire Nine of Wands. The outcome of what needs to happen is the Wheel of Fortune, and you have Justice. So Justice is shown up twice in your own reading, and you are Libra. What's up with that? You show up a lot in your readings, Libra. Certainly you show up a lot in your readings from me. King of Swords is at the bottom, so we have more air energy. Not surprised there. Beautiful. So right away, I feel like this is very much about a rebalancing, isn't it? This is very much about karma coming in, right? This is very, very much about that. There is love here. There is love here, but there's somebody's got to somebody's trying to reconcile. Somebody needs to come to the table with an apology, I think. Let's talk about it. Queen of Wands, right? And Two of Swords. So your person is coming into the week resonating with Queen of Wands energy. So they're feeling very, very sort of having gone through the fire. Your person feels like they've really gone through the fire most recently. I feel like they think that certainly they feel like they've resonated up, like they've learned something. Your person is definitely coming in and right away when I look ahead, I'm looking ahead, when I pull the cards, sometimes I can feel right away what the energy is. Looking ahead to judgment, they want a reconciliation, and that's what they desire. So when we look at this Queen of Wands and how they're resonating with this, I think something has gone down with this person in the past, and since then, they have really been through some stuff, and I think that they may have indeed matured a lot and learned some lessons. Queen of Wands is very mature, very fiery, and very wise. Now, you're resonating with Two of Swords coming in. So you are coming in this week feeling very much sort of like, shit, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I can't make a decision. Two of Swords is the land of indecision. But the thing with Two of Swords, it is more Libran energy, by the way. Two of Swords is associated with Moon in Libra energy. And it's the feeling of not being able to make a decision, being caught between a rock and a hard place. A lot of times, Two of Swords energy, you know, you can feel quite resentful, Libra. I feel like, you know what, I'm going to say in this situation, it feels like this decision has suddenly been thrust upon you, right? You suddenly have this situation that's been thrown on you. And I think that you feel to a certain degree like this decision that you have to make is quite unfair. Right? But nevertheless, you're coming into this week with this Two of Swords energy. I can tell you one thing. Two of Swords is really very much about balance. You know, a lot of times when you feel like you're being forced to make a decision, when you feel like somebody's forcing you to choose between two options that you didn't get a choice in, right? And you can't decide between, you have a right to make a third option. Right? You have a right, of course you have that right. You have a right to find a third option, to find the option that is right for you. And oftentimes that third option is really balance between the two. Finding balance between the two. Now, how do you guys see each other? Your person is seeing you as really still suffering over the past. You know, your person sees you as a Five of Cups. Now, this is interesting. I don't know if they see you as being the one suffering. Right? Five of Cups, I feel like they see you and it makes them suffer. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they see you and they associate you with a pain in the past. And I think that pain is a pain that they caused. I think this is a connection with somebody, a relationship with somebody who kind of messed up with you, Libra. I feel like they really they messed up with you and things have happened since they messed up with you. And now when they see you, they really only just feel regret. They feel like deep, deep regret. How do you see them? Well, when you see them, you see Two of Cups. You see love. You see wanting to come together with them. I think clearly you still love this person. But, you know, it's difficult. It's still difficult because you have a difficult decision. You got a lot of, you know, you have two energies, a lot of two energy. Of course, in Tarot, 2 is the number for duality, balance, finding balance. But again, yeah, I feel like your person sees you and they see only regret when they see you. I don't feel like this is, you know what I mean? I just don't feel like there's, you know, you're the one who, you may indeed have regret. You know, you may indeed be feeling like this. Like Five of Cups energy. You may indeed be still feeling, because this is definitely, you know what, I'm going to tell you something. This feels like a relationship between two people who really love each other, right? But, you know, somebody fucked up. Somebody messed up. And they messed up in such a way that they really regret it. And I don't think it was you, Libra, it was your person, but they really regret it and they really learned their lesson to a certain degree. Right? What do they desire? They desire reconciliation, judgment. You know? And I think you desire, and it's funny, you desire Nine of Wands. You desire them to know what they did wrong. Hey, Janine, how you doing? You desire them to see what they did wrong and to really own up to their own mistakes, I think. I think that's what you desire. You know? Like, I think you're hurt, and I think that you love them. Clearly, you love them. You have Two of Cups energy when you see them, but it's like, you know, you're not necessarily ready to take this reconciliation. Judgment coming in for them. They absolutely desire judgment. Now, judgment is about reconciliation. It's about forgiveness and opening up, seeing things from a broader point of view than your own sort of narrow perspective, right? But this is what they desire. They desire that from you. They desire you to be, I guess I would say, more broad with them, you know, more sort of open, right? More forgiving. In an effort to forgive them and allow them back in. All right. Let's get your clarifiers. We're going to go a little bit deeper. It always goes, you know, sometimes it can go sideways when the clarifiers come up. I'm not even going to joke with you, seriously. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like when we go a little bit deeper with this Cosmic Tarot deck. All right, let's just see. Libra. Show me what's going on with my Libra. Show me. And remember, not all of this is going to resonate with you. Whatever doesn't apply to you, just leave it on the table. Leave it on the table right here with me. Tower moment down. World. Whew. And Two of Pentacles. More twos. More twos. A lot of balance needs to come in. They're experiencing definitely some financial chaos. They're experiencing some financial ups and downs, some financial chaos. This might be something that's holding them back from coming back to you 100%. They may not be ready to come back to you until their money is right. Of course, Two of Pentacles is everywhere because the entire world is like in the shitter right now. Seven of Pentacles for you. Seven of Swords. Oh my God. And the Hierophant. Double sevens, double twos. Hierophant energy. Okay. Okay. Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. Well, Seven of Pentacles is a real feeling of just like not being satisfied. Seven of Swords is treachery. King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So there you go. King of Cups is showing up. I'm not surprised because it's a real sort of wanting to take control of this relationship, wanting to take it back. Your person wants you back. They want to take control back. They are definitely resonating with King of Cups energy. Remember what I said when we get back to how I started off the reading. I started off with the passive and the dominant energy, right? So the passive energy here is justice, right? This is you really to a certain degree. And when I say it's the passive energy, this is not to mean that you are passive, but it is. But what I mean is that you are kind of sort of like, you're not the one instigating all of this. They are. Right? They're instigating this. They're instigating the desire to come back. They're instigating the desire to connect with you, right? They're instigating the desire to have forgiveness. You are reacting to a certain degree. You're like, shit, where do I go with this? But Seven of Pentacles, right now, you are already in the midst. I'm going to say with you, this is going to grab you by surprise, Libra. Some of you, this is grabbing you by surprise because I'm going to say this Two of Swords actually has nothing to do with them. I feel like this Two of Swords has something to do with your life in general. Like there's a major decision that you're dealing with in your life anyway. Because this is the energy you're bringing into the week. And I think the Two of Swords energy is associated with the Seven of Pentacles, meaning the Two of Swords energy, you are right now, Libra, for some of you who are resonating with this, you're in the middle of like a big career change. You're in the middle of a big career change, a big shift. And the shift has come out of you sort of realizing that you've just not been very happy where you're at right now. You've worked very, very hard for where you're at, but you're realizing that where it is, you may not be very happy right now. And let me just take a quick moment to explain this Seven of Pentacles energy to you, because Seven of Pentacles has been showing up everywhere for the readings, for my readings. And why is this? Well, seven is the number for dreams and aspirations in the tarot. Seven of Pentacles, we are talking about that feeling of having worked. You can see it there. You see how he's kind of looking down. He's holding a couple pentacles there. And it's like kind of having worked for your goals, the goals in your life, right? Goals, career goals, business goals, right? Graduating from college and becoming whatever that profession is, etc., right? Working, toiling away in your garden. And then when your garden blooms, when the fruits of your labor come in, and you take a good long look at it, you realize, you know what? This is not what I want anymore. I worked for this for so long. Some of you may have worked 10 years to get where you're at, and you wake up today and you realize you're not happy anymore. And why is this happening? Why is Seven of Pentacles, of all the cards, showing up so much in my readings? I have to remember to say that because it's not going to be all readers and all channels. But in my readings recently, certainly for the last 2 months, and certainly since all of these changes have happened with the world, going with the health epidemic and all of that, pandemic and everything, our focus on our lives has changed. A lot of us, our focus has changed. We are going through something that is unprecedented. We are forced to live in a way that we never imagined we would live, some of us. We are forced to interact with certain parts of our society we never thought we were going to interact with. And a lot of us are forced to look at our careers specifically and our businesses and the way we bring in our money, the way we survive. We're being forced to look at that through a very sort of a different lens. And so a lot of you are resonating with Seven of Pentacles Because a lot of you, certainly in my collective, as a result of everything I just said, a lot of you are reevaluating your careers. You're reevaluating your lives. Excuse me, you're reevaluating, the way you're living, the things that you desire. And I think this is also because a lot of you, we work towards certain goals, and we work and we work and we work, and those goals take a long time. And, maybe they take 5 or 10 years. Well, we change as people during those 5 or 10 years. And so by the time we reach this goal, after all of this hard work, we're no longer the same person we were when we first set out on that goal. But a lot of us have been just sort of working, just get up in the morning, 9 to 5, just going in, everything's sort of automatic. And this whole shift that society has gone through recently has forced us out of that and has forced us all to take a long look at our lives. And I take a moment to explain this because you are going through this week also, Libra. And it is impacting your love connection here, because although you love this person and they did hurt you, and there is a need, apologies are needed, reconciliation is needed. They really have to work on it. It's like, guess what? You messed me up here. You hurt me. Yes, I do still love you. But guess what? I got like a lot of shit over here to think about. I'm actually thinking about a lot of other things that are actually more important than you, even though you might be the love of my life. And I do love you, and I did love you, and I was crazy thinking about you. But guess what? Life has changed, and right now I am going through a very difficult decision-making process. So they're coming in for you this week. 7 of Swords is futility coming in for you also. A feeling of treachery and futility for some of you. And this is interesting. 7 of Swords is the card for futility and is also a card for treachery. And I think that's what's happening here. I'm not necessarily sure you're going to go for this reconciliation, because I think that you realize that unless this person really truly realizes why they fucked up or why they need to apologize with the 9 of Wands, I said that earlier, you desire them to know what they did wrong. Unless they are willing to go down that road, all of this is futile. 7 of Swords is letting you know that it's just a futile sort of event. And you already know that. You know it's futile. You know it's going to be futile. You know what I mean? It's just not going to work with them unless they're willing to step to the plate for, you know what I mean? Or else you just go through the same shit all over again. Your person's going through a tower moment. And this is one of the reasons why they're thinking about you. Because right now they are going through a tower moment, and financially they're strapped and jacked. All right, financially, because they're going through 2 of Pentacles, and everybody's going through it. But this financial pressure that everyone is going through is really affecting everybody differently. And your person is having a tower moment right now, and this tower moment is calling them right back to you, their force, their place of stability and foundation. Maybe before they felt like, I can just leave my Libra, and I'm gonna do my own thing. And then here they're caught out there, ass out. Now that there's an emergency, perhaps they're really having to struggle because they're on their own. Queen of Wands, they're on their own, having to survive now, right? And this tower moment coming in for them. I'm seeing this a lot in my readings as well. I'm seeing a lot of people, certainly a lot of my collective, having to deal with exes and people who have hurt them in the past coming and running back now because they're going through a lot of shit. I'm gonna be honest. Everybody's going through a lot of stuff. So a lot of, and I feel almost like protective of my collective. I'm like, y'all, leave my people alone. You want to come back now for Libra? Now you want to come back for Libra because your life is because you're going through a tower moment, because you never thought that you would go through a situation that was going to affect you like this. 2 of Pentacles. What needs to happen? A fucking miracle. A wheel of fortune. What needs to happen is a lot of good luck. The world is coming. Your person does feel like this is very, very fated. I will tell you this. They do feel like this is very fated. And I hope that even though they feel like this is a fated union, how shall I put this? I don't want this to be just, something that they are sort of really, this is fate. I want my Libra back, because they're pining away for you now. I don't want them to confuse their neediness for you now with what really is fate. Because at the end of the day, like you said, if they're not willing to step to the plate and accept what they did wrong, why you guys are even in this challenge right now, Instead of just saying, well, it's fate, you know, it was fate for us to break up, and it was fate for me to go find myself, and it was fate for me to have this tower moment so they would just bring us back together. No, no, screw all that. That's nonsense. You know, fate, yes, there's something to be said for fate. There's something to be said for feeling like you are right at the right point in your life, at the right stage. But there's also something to be said for taking responsibility for your decisions, your life decisions, and the impact that your life decisions has on other people. You know, you could just as easily as say that, yeah, okay, was it fate for you to screw Libra over? I guess then it's also fate for you to come back on your hands and knees and really apologize and really explain to them why they should bother taking you back. I think that should be fate as well. You know what I mean? And I'm getting this vibe, you know, a lot of you know that I'm an empathic reader. So, you know, this vibe that I'm getting, yeah, it's aggressive because I feel like this person that you're dealing with, you know, you want to be very careful. Remember, reflection, deflection, and vanity is coming in. Be very careful with them because you know what I mean? I'm feeling antagonistic because the energy I'm feeling off of them is like obtuse. You know, they want you back. They want to pull you back, but they don't necessarily want to do the real work of, you know, here, that Nine of Wands that you require. Now, what do you require? Justice. You require rebalance, justice, and karma. You're not going to take them back. Hierophant is there too. High level of commitment. You require commitment. You require commitment. And what's coming in and what needs to happen, right? Well, what needs to, again, Wheel of Fortune. It's interesting that Wheel of Fortune comes in for your person in terms of what's going to happen and what needs to happen. Yes, there's some really beautiful opportunities for them coming in right now. They really need to take that opportunity and go with it if they truly want to have this reconciliation with you. You, on the other hand, however, what really needs to happen for you and what is coming in for you is justice. It is a rebalancing. And I don't, you know, that rebalancing, whether or not it comes from you being with this person or not, I feel like your rebalancing is happening on all areas of your life because, again, over here, this is nothing to do with your person. This is to do with you and your desire for your life. So I think you're looking forward a lot more, even though you love them. You are looking forward. You are requiring your balance. You are requiring things to be where you want them to be. And you're requiring absolute commitment. Page of Cups comes in, meaning there is a token of love. And I'm going to say, I think this one popped out. Remember earlier this popped out? I took it because I think for some of you Libras, you have somebody else besides this person who wants to give you a token of love. And it's going to be very simple. It might just be, hey, I dig you, or I like being with you. I like spending time with you. Or it's going to be something really sweet. It'll be really sweet, and it'll be almost like a glimpse. How can I explain this feeling I have? It's like you're in a room. You know, it's like you're in this huge room. You're still in the room, but you see sort of like a doorway that you're moving towards, and you're in this big room. And on the other side of this big room is this relationship with this person, and it's still quite like dark in that area. It's still quite vague in that area of the room. But suddenly outside, you see through the door outside of the room, you just see this kind of like this person out there, and they're just like winking at you, and they're like, hey, you know, you can come out here and be out here with me. You know what I mean? You can come out here with me in the sun and in the light, and who knows what could happen. But, you know, I'm looking at you. And you're still in this room kind of making your way to the door. Now, whether you actually leave this room with this person and go out into the sun, or if you end up leaving this person behind in the room, in the darkness of the room, and sort of coming out into the light and hooking up with them, we don't know just yet. But this is what the feeling, you know what I mean? Sometimes I have to describe these feelings I have like a little story because I don't know how else to get it across to you. But this Page of Cups, it's like an energy that's just like sort of waving right now into your situation, because your situation here with this person isn't completely, totally finished. Like the line hasn't been drawn underneath just yet. Only because they are coming kind of into you this week, and you have a lot of decisions to make this week. This is it. Gonna leave it at that, Libra. I hope this helped you. I hope you enjoyed it. Even if it didn't help you, I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope you enjoyed watching the reading, right? I hope it resonated for you. Even if it didn't all resonate for you, if there was only a little bit that related to your situation, that's great. And if nothing related to your situation, then leave it all right here. Leave it on the table. Leave it with me. Leave it with somebody else who it resonates with. It's just not for you. All right, Libra, don't forget to let me know if you're interested in the Fairies Oracle giveaway. All you have to do is be subscribed and leave me a comment letting me know you're into it, into the drawing. And at the end of the month, check out the winner video. Don't forget to check me out weekdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. From now on, I will be live streaming every weekday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My new series, Passion, Patience, or Pain. My Zodiac Lover and Me from the Cross Watcher point of view. And then after that, I will be live streaming just like I'm doing now. Tomorrow, I'll be live streaming also the relationship outlooks. Tuesdays are for air signs, and tomorrow is for water signs. All right, guys, I love you so much. This is the second of the air signs upload for tonight. I'm going to go take a break. Hello, Megan Watkins. How you doing, girl? Thank you so much. I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to clear my decks, and then I'll be back with my final live stream of the evening tonight, which will be Aquarius, Relationship Outlook. And if you're a cross-watcher and you're dating a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini, go ahead to my homepage on YouTube. Check out the other readings. Check out my new series, Passion, Patience, or Pain. Looking from the cross-watcher point of view, my star Zodiac Lover and Me. All right, guys, but that is it for now. Give me a minute, give me about 10 minutes or so, clear my head, clear my deck, clear my hands, get some iced coffee, and then I'll be back with the Aquarius Relationship Outlook. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for stopping by. Bye-bye now.